What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Volbeat. Yes, indeed, Volbeat Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, well then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from AB5, and AB5 wanted to see me react to this. It is Volbeat with actually not just one song, there's actually two songs, but they're both really short. It is Volbeat with two songs entitled Slaytan and Dead But Rising. Now, have I heard this song before, or either of these songs before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, these do not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard at least one of these songs before in passing, and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the songs and I suddenly go, okay, hold it, I recognize these songs, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So AB5 asked if we could do this, and I said, yeah, sure, we can do it. It's gonna count as 2 requests. So you can't make another request until next month. So it worked out. But he really wanted me to do this. It's a live performance. Both songs, he assured me, together within this live performance is under 5 minutes. And I said, don't normally do this, but yeah, we can make this happen. So copyright might be an issue with just because it's not just one song, it's 2 songs. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Let's see. This was posted by what? Varez, yeah, V-A-R-E-S-Z. You really need to put the Z in there?
What's the matter with you?
Anyway, and the video has 24,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Volbeat, Slaytan, and Dead But Rising, live from Talia Parkin, 2017. I'm assuming August 26th, 2017. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It's okay for one man, huh? Slaytan!
Oh. is the kind of song that somebody should be coming down to the ring with, man. So, whether it be UFC, boxing, wrestling, whatever the case may be, you're coming down in a combative sport / sports entertainment, and you want something that's going to fire up the crowd. You want something that's going to grab the crowd's attention and fire them up, but at the same time also represents yourself. This is absolutely that kind of song. Totally that kind of song. Nobody comes to mind in particular, but if somebody is not picking up this song and using it for their walkout music, then they're nuts. I mean, I can't believe that nobody has picked this up. I'm sure somebody has. I don't know who. I'm sure if you guys are fans of combatives or sports entertainment or whatever, I'm sure you guys are going to tell me who. Please do, because I would love to see their entrance. I would love to see them, they're walking to the ring. I would love to see that with this song playing. I guarantee you it would work. It would be effective. As long as the person coming out embodies this style of music and this feel and this type of energy and drive. Yeah, man, this could be a gold mine for somebody. It absolutely could. Dear Lord. It's so straight ahead. Huh. It works. I'm assuming this is the second song. It's not my favorite song from Volbeat. I'm not going to lie. Okay. It's not my favorite from them. But energy's there. Drive is there. Attitude is there. Feel is there. I have no complaints about it. I like the direction. I like the performance. Everything I'm seeing looks good. Everything I'm hearing sounds good. Like I said, I have no complaints. I have nothing negative to say about this in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, I'm also not going to sit here and go, oh my God, it's the most amazing song I've ever heard in my life. You guys, if I were to say that, you would see right through me, okay? And because it's obviously a lie, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to do that. It's fun. It's got the drive. It's got the energy. It definitely has that live show appeal. Absolutely. And everything I'm hearing sounds good. Everything I'm hearing, everything I'm seeing looks good. I've got no issues with this. None. So let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Solid inning. Solid, strong ending. Good. Yeah. Solid, strong ending. No issues there whatsoever. Like I said, I have no complaints. I have nothing negative to say about this at all. But at the same time, if you're expecting a 9 out of me for this, I got some bad news for you. You're going to be disappointed. But it's okay. I promise you we're going to be in the positives. I can guarantee you the score is going to be positive. I'm just not sure where we are yet. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Volbeat with a 2-song performance of Slaytan and Dead But Rising. This was a request from AB5. Okay, before I get my score, I told AB5 this when he asked me to do this, and I told him this was going to happen. Because it is two songs, you're absolutely right. But it's one performance. It's one presentation. So, as such, I'm going to take both songs and combine them into one score, okay? So, if you're looking for me to give one score for one song, one score for another song, nope, that ain't going to happen. It's all in one presentation here. So, please keep that in mind. This is a combined score, okay? Speaking of that score, let's get to it, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that presentation, the both songs combined, I am going to give that a 7.7. Yep, 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.7. What does that mean? Well, a 7.7 would translate to a really good skill rating. So overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.7, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, like I said, is this my favorite song from Volbeat? Or either of these songs my favorite song from Volbeat? No, absolutely not. I mean, they're fine songs, don't get me wrong, but if I'm being honest, when it comes to my own personal feelings about, which songs from Volbeat are my favorite, this is, I wouldn't even say right in the middle. It's a little below the middle of songs I've heard from Volbeat. They did nothing wrong, okay? They did absolutely nothing wrong. I'm just talking about personal taste here, okay? And also looking at the songs objectively, like I'm looking at these songs, was anything all that impressively done as far as a songwriting standpoint or arrangement standpoint? No, not really. Very riff heavy, very riff centric. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of bands have had a lot of success, including Volbeat, following that formula of being very riff heavy. No virtuoistic like guitar playing, no extensive guitar solos, nothing like that. It's just it's very straightforward, very riff oriented and riff centric songwriting. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, it works. It works really well for certain bands, and this is definitely one of the bands that works well for. But if I'm looking at that though, and I'm gonna ask myself, from a musicianship standpoint, from a technicality standpoint, is anything in there impressive? And the answer is no. I'm sorry, but it's not. It sounds good. It feels good. It grooves well. The energy is there. The drive is there. I got no issue with anything with the songwriting at all. I got no complaint. I'm just saying I've seen and heard better than this. That's all. They did absolutely nothing wrong. We're gonna start with Slaytan here. If there's a fighter or a wrestler or some kind of combative out there who is hell, let's go further. Let's take it into sports teams. Hockey, football, baseball, whatever. If there is a sports oriented entity that is not taking that song and using it as their walkout music or their entrance music, then somebody needs to get slapped because this song is made for walkout music or entrance music. No, that song was absolutely made for it. And if someone hasn't capitalized on it, someone needs to, because the energy, the drive, the feel, the attitude, it's all there. It's set up nicely for it. It's simple songwriting, which is going to make it, one, easy to recognize, two, easy to follow along for first-time listeners. First time I heard the song right here, and easy to follow along. I've already got it. I mean, give it to me one more time, and I'll be able to play it. It's that easy, okay? Nothing wrong with it. Simple, can be effective when done properly. You've heard me say that literally thousands of times on this channel. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. It's effective, absolutely. Impressive? No, but absolutely effective. I mean, I could totally see somebody, walk into the ring with this, or even a sports team. How about those Los Angeles Chargers coming out to this? How about that? Maybe that might work. Maybe that might fire the team up. Maybe we might get further than the first round in the playoffs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Dear Lord, it irritates me to no end. My poor Chargers. They fight so hard to get to the playoffs, and then they get eliminated in the first round. Not fair. But you know what? Better than the Cowboys. Ooh, I went there, didn't I? I sure did.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Cowboys can't even make it into the playoffs. Sucks to be them. Anyway, I think Slaytan was a fine example of what I'm talking about when I talk about simple can be effective when it's done properly. Now, Dead But Rising. Now you add the vocals into it. What I was really happy about with these two songs is they work well together. They do. They place well together. And I was thinking about this. They flow well together, yes. They do complement each other, yes. But they don't have to be played together. They could stand apart on their own, they can. But when you do put them together, they're even more effective. I'll give you an example. One of my favorite bands, Kiss, I know, sue me. But look at their songs, Strutter and Deuce. Okay, we'll take those two songs in particular. You could have Deuce on its own, just completely on its own, in a set list. Don't even put Strutter in the set list. Just put Deuce in there. Will it work? Absolutely it'll work. It'll work great. It'll work just fine. Now, take out Deuce, put in Strutter. No Deuce. Deuce is not in the set list. Just Strutter's in the set list. Will that work? Yes, absolutely. It'll work just fine. No problem. Okay, it'll do the job. Now, put Deuce and Strutter in the set list, but put a couple of songs in between them. Does it still work? Yes, it works just fine. No issues, no problems. Now, put Deuce and Strutter next to each other. When you hear those two songs together, I mean, separate, they're just fine. They are. But when you put them back to back with each other, it sounds more effective. It's like those two songs were meant to be played one after the other. Same thing here. Slaytan was, I don't know if it was made to open for Dead But Rising. I don't know if both songs are on the same album and they're, back to back. I don't know. I don't know if it is. Now you take those two songs, you put them together, it's effective. It works really well. Now you add the live show on top of that with the stage presence, check, they had that. Stage energy, check, a lot of movement around the stage, I like it. Stage interaction, yeah, a couple times I saw the guitar players and the bass player interacting with each other. So yeah, they're all up at the front, obviously, so they were on this, in that square stage. So they were able to interact with each other a little bit. So I'll give that a check. Crowd interaction. Yeah, there was crowd interaction. There was. Not a ton of it, but there was enough to get the checkbox. So there's that. Showmanship. Yeah, I'll give it the check. They put on a good live show. It visually looked good. Production, yeah, production was definitely in there with the flame pots going off in the back, and the lighting obviously programmed and designed for the songs. I love that ring setup with the ring ropes and everything. I love that. I really do. I know I've mentioned this before. There was another reaction I did to Volbeat where they had those set up, and I really dig that. I thought it looked cool, especially for these two songs, especially Slaytan. Very, very appropriate. We have a 7.7, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.